Welcome back to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes are half-baked and most our bricks are medium rare. I'm Jacob, and I'm back from a very, very long hiatus where I have been building and I have been reconstructing and I have been renovating my house, and I'm now in my new Lego room. And that's what's just behind me. If you want to see a little more about that, you've got to catch a video on my YouTube channel. It's fairly recent. You should be able to find it. But for now, this is a live stream. And yeah, I'm glad to see so many of you people out there today. I hope you're doing great. Friday night is a good night for live streams, I think, because I'm always enjoying sitting around and talking with you people in the chat. Right here, we have a little set that I'm building today. This is a wonderful passenger train, the 6197. And I've really been looking forward to this one because I am currently building a train station mock on my channel. And I really wanted to have a train in my Lego city for a while. So getting around to building a station was really something I was looking forward to, and getting a train running as well is something I'm also looking very much forward to. The thing is, this is of course the now old train, if you will. There was just a new train released in the summer lineup that will appear in summer. Lego will have just released, I think, maybe a week or two ago, they released a new bunch of pictures for their summer lineup. So yeah, we will be seeing that soon. That is for sure. Oh, I'm getting confused on sound right now. Sorry. There were some sound issues. Sorry, I'm using a new setup. I haven't used this Restream tool before, so forgive me if there's a couple of rough edges, but I think we'll get by. But without further ado, I should get into building, because this is a fairly huge set. I hope to get everything done today, but yeah. Oh, I see people showing up. Legonomaniac, hello, and Ned Hawkins, hello, and Blockhead UK, hello. Your sound is fine. Well, thank you very much, Blockhead UK. That's very good info to have. And yes, Legonomaniac, let's bake some of those bricks. This is the brick set we'll be building today. I'll just change a view so you can get a better look of the Lego and a little less look of me. I think I'll go with this one. So, but the other way around, of course. Now, Restream has some very, very naughty. There we go. This is very nice. You can see me. Hello, I'm over here in the little window, and this over there is the set I'm building. Now, you might notice a slight delay, but that's because of the setup I'm currently using. I hope it won't be too much of an annoyance. I think you can follow along just great. But if it turns out to be a problem, I'll look into it until my next live stream. So how is everybody doing this fine evening? Personally, I'm doing great. I had sausages for dinner, and that was wonderful. Made them myself on my grill, so I was barbecuing. It's been wonderful weather for that in Denmark today. At I think about 20 degrees Celsius, which is quite warm actually, especially in Denmark this time of year. So here we go, pulling stuff out. Yay. Jacob is building faster than the eye can perceive. Yeah, that's true. That's what it is. That's why there is a slight delay on the camera. I'm just faster than what you could actually perceive. There are several things in here. I don't think I've ever. It's been, I think, maybe. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Noise. I think it's been about 25 years since I built my last Lego train. So I might be a bit out of practice, but we'll see how well I do. Not sure it'll be hard in any way, but yeah, we'll have to see. 4, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1. This is 1, and this is the remote, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and heaven. Oops, there we go. These are the bags to be done. And this is a general thing. And I see that Blocket UK says it's been raining for most of the day in Britain. That sounds, well, on one hand, it sounds good because the garden, my garden at least, does need a lot of water. And yeah, it's not getting it at this moment. We actually have an index that sort of that measures the. Sorry, I'll just rattle this before I do anything else. Whoops. Oops. We have an index here in Denmark that measures how dry it is, and that index is quite high. It goes from 0 to 10, and I believe it's almost around 10, which is as dry as it can be. We're very close to getting to a point where they will forbid you to water your plants because they will need the water for your drinking reserves. And we're also at a point where they will very soon start forbidding people to having open fires in their gardens and such, don't have any barbecues, so on and so forth. So a bit of rain would do good here in Denmark, I think. Ooh, a lot of stickers in this one. A lot of stickers, but there usually is, isn't it? So here we go. Book 1 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, Mama's Bricks. Great to see you. Yeah, it's good to have the gang here. I'm really looking forward to streaming. I think I just wrote an update over on Instagram where you can also follow me if you want to. I just wrote an Instagram update and also on Twitter, of course. That has been about almost a year and a half since I streamed the last time, and I think that was just off the top of my head that I thought that was about it. But I actually think that's true. I think that's pretty close to what it is. So I think the first thing we'll be building here is the small station, which is pretty good. Yeah, oh, and I need a straight track for that. But there ain't no straight tracks. Oh, there's a straight track in here. It's funny how some of these come in a separate bag. Does anyone know why some of this comes in a separate bag like this and not in the numbered bags? It's just because of the size. And why aren't the curved tracks in here as well? It's a bit weird. I don't know. I don't know why. And these are, of course, put together with that weird little stick thing. That's very smart. I never knew that the tracks could be put together like that. There's a little pin here that keeps them together in neat groups of 4, which is very, very nice. Hello, Kalen Stone. Good to see you. And greetings to you too, my friend. I hope you're doing great on this Friday evening. Today we're building the 6197, which is a train set, which is now actually the old train set. Just a few new train sets announced, I think maybe last week. Yeah, what do people think about those? I've been looking at them for a while, and personally, I think the green one, the passenger train or express passenger train, to be more specific, looks a little. To me, it seems mostly like they're trying to say, "Oh, we have all these colors and we should use them." It's not. I do like the design. It looks very. It looks like a very fast train, which is good. But I think it looks very much like that. They're trying really to say, okay, we have this lime green color and we have black colors in our lineup. Let's use it. Whereas the this train I'm building right here had a very wonderful, I think, color scheme. And I'm not sure they've actually hit that with a new one, but I don't know what people think about that. Blockhead UK says, what's in the bag is usually dependent on the weight of the parts. You never get big chunky pieces in the same bag as the smaller bits. All part of production process accuracy. Oh, okay. So there is a method to the madness. Okay, no, I never knew that. Well, great, thank you. That's very insightful of you to know that. I didn't know that. So it's all part of the production process that they put those in the in the bigger bag. And Legonomaniac says, maybe trying to save having to add one large plate to every numbered bag. Oh, so they're trying to. Okay, yeah, I get it. So they're trying to sort of, they don't want to have to put one big thing in every bag. So you would, and then you would have to open every bag. And now it's suggesting that I put the whole track together. I'm not going to do that right now, so I'll just leave that. But I'm fairly certain we can move on from that. I think I have often seen large pieces separate from the numbered bags because they contain more of the same large piece, and they are used throughout the build. Evening all, says Martin K. Well, hello, Martin K. Welcome to this Friday evening live stream. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I think both Kaz and Blocker UK, if you will, and Legonomaniac is onto something. It's probably got something to do with production and the ease of using those pieces that they are used throughout the set. Blocker UK says you can't get the accuracy counting small bits by weight with too many big bits. That makes sense, actually. I think what was that guy called? Brick Arena. Brick Arena has a wonderful channel where he talks a lot about how he has a shop running where he sells bricks when he buys sets and sells loose bricks. And he had a video some time ago, it could be a year or more, where he talked a bit about how he counted when he had a lot of bricks, and he had a very, very accurate set of scales, which actually helped him out a lot, where he could weigh one small piece of Lego and then just fill it up with that, fill a small canister with those pieces, and then weigh it and have a very accurate count of how many pieces is there, which is what Blocker UK is probably referring to, that Lego is using the same way of counting bricks, because if you were actually to count a bajillion one by one round plates like this one right here and do it in some kind of counting machine, the likelihood of mistakes would probably be very high. So weighing them is actually, I think, probably much more accurate than what you could do in another way. So yeah, and here we go with the first pair of stickers, of course. And I, of course, am using my usual soapy water trick. Now, for those of you who are my regular viewers, oh, hello, Carriage of No Return. Great to see you, my friend. Great to see you. Now, you're not late at all. We've only been going for about 10 minutes, so it's all fine. Just wonderful to have you here. No, I was just about to apply my first sticker of the day. Yeah, and my first sticker of the day is, of course, going to be on a transparent piece, and I use my soapy water trick. Now, other people use a trick with the brick separator. I haven't gotten around to do that in any meaningful way yet. What I do is I dab my finger in some soapy water. This is just water and dishwashing soap, and I add that water to the surface where I am to apply the brick. The sticker, not the brick, the sticker, and that allows me to push the sticker around just a tiny bit after I have applied it, which makes it very, very easy to get it relatively straight, or not easy, but it makes it a lot easier to get it straight because it won't attach itself as quickly as if I didn't put any soapy water on. So just 1 second here. A bit of concentration is needed, even though it is easier to just push it around. And here we go. That went on too easily. That always scares me a bit when things go too easy, but I think that went on pretty straight. That is nice. That is nice. So, how is weather in Canada? There was greetings from Canada just before. How is weather over there? What part of Canada? It's a big country, actually. You don't have to be specific about city, but east, west, north, south. I imagine if you go north at this time of year, it'll still be cold. Because it is a very cold country in the north. I actually been to Canada way back. Went to Vancouver and Edmonton and Calgary, which is 3 very different cities Took a road trip from Edmonton to Calgary, which was very cool. And yeah, so that's neat. So yeah, that's another sticker. Sorry for going silent just briefly then, but the trick was the same. I add a dab of soapy water to the part where I am to place the sticker, and then I can push the sticker around just a tiny bit when it goes on. And here we are. Here we are. Thank you, Legalomaniac. I can't find the add sign on my iPad. The add sign is the same on my pad. It should be the same button as the asterisk button, I think, carries no return. Brick Bakery. I'm close to Toronto, Ontario, and it's currently 22 degrees Celsius, feeling like it's 29 with humidity. It is a nice day. It sounds very nice, I've got to admit 22 is pretty warm. It would be for Denmark as well. And feeling like 29 is just, whoa, that sounds like you could be sweating a lot. I would, that's for sure. So yeah, thank you for that update from Canada. That's what's so great about doing these live streams. Great contact to people from across the world. Yeah, it's amazing how the internet has made the world smaller in some sense. So here we go. Soon done with the first bag. And then of course, there is a little minifig here, a guy with a bag and a small cap, which is great. Carriage of no return, no worries. Names are still highlighted without the @ signs as long as you write the names. Oh, yeah. And he found it. That's good. Good. Carriage of no return. You will be able to add people, which in Danish is actually called a snabel, which means a snabel is what an elephant has in the front, a trunk, and an A is an A. Hello to folks who have just joined. I'm building, so not reading chat very much, says Blockhead UK. Well, that's just fine. What are you building, Blockhead UK? Are people building anything? What are people doing while they are watching or listening to this live stream? I'd love to know. Are you building something? Are you just sitting around pondering life, existence, and everything good? Or are you doing something completely different? Maybe you are making food. Maybe you are weeding the garden. Maybe you're doing something. But I would love to know what you are doing while watching this live stream. That would be interesting to know, actually. So please let me know in the chat. Yeah, and now I need a drink of water because my mouth is getting dry for all this talking. Do I talk too much? Maybe I do. I don't know. Yeah. I think when you're doing a live stream, there's always a concern of having quote-unquote dead air, because that is, I imagine, pretty boring to listen to dead air. And now I'm going to scrunch it. Ooh. So this is bag number 2, which probably means I should be getting book number 2 for making the this bag. There we go. And Cass says that she is making a mock for her latest New Elementary article. Yes, Cass is a writer for the. Is it mostly a website? It's not an actual magazine yet, is it? But a website called New Elementary, which is a Lego-oriented website that focuses very sort of specifically on Lego pieces. They try to make very interesting analysis and reviews of Lego pieces. So whenever we get new ones in new sets or stuff like that, they really go into details on what these sets are about, and particularly what the pieces can be used for. And I think that is a great way to go about it. A very sort of what do you call that? It's a very unique approach to Lego sets. Jacob, does the glue stick just as well? Just the glue stick just as well with the soapy water? I've never dared risk that method. It actually does. When you have applied the water and you are satisfied with where the sticker is, don't push it around anymore. It'll have to dry out. But once it's dried out, the glue sticks just as normal. So I think it's very good, and I have never had any problems with the stickers detaching. earlier than I would expect. I actually have never had an issue with the stickers detaching on newer sets. That's very old sets which has been thrown into a box and taken out again and all that. Those sets have a tendency to the stickers have a tendency to come off. And hello, welcome to Euphoria. Great to see you, my friend. Great to see you. Yeah, back on air. Back to already. We are racing, says Legalomaniac. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's a lot of instructions here. I bet that's something to do with the battery. Now, I'm not going to be applying the battery today because I think I could check this. Yeah, I can check this once I am done with it. So here we go. Whoops. And Blocker UK says it's an online, only the new elementary journal, if you will, is only a website, Instagram, and Twitter. So if you want to look into that, please check it out. It is a wonderful site, great reviews, great work, and great people. Cass, as I said, is one of their writers. So yeah, very much interesting stuff to be looking at. That is what? Oh, sorry. Getting confused by everything and doing like this. Oh, there's a railroad guy here with a beard and all and a Bordeaux hat. Crimson Bordeaux. Very nice little minifig. I'm realizing it might be a bit dark on the main camera. No, I think, can you see fine? Is it good? Let me know if there's a problem, but for now I'll leave it like this. I can move the lights around. I can't do too much with the camera light-wise, so I hope it's okay, but I may be able to adjust it for the next time I stream. Whoops, and here we go. Put it on here. Now, I'm actually a bit surprised on how few bricks it seems that there is in this Lego train. I would have imagined there to be more because it seems, it actually seems rather big when you sort of grab the box, but stuff coming out of it then, you know, seems much smaller. But I guess that's just what it is. So I never, except for Blockhead UK, who told us that she was building a mock for her next review on New Elementary. I never heard from other people what they were doing. Are you building Lego while listening to a live stream, or are you doing something else interesting? Maybe you are walking the dog and having this in your phone, on your phone in your pocket, or maybe you are standing on your head in, I don't know, in a field somewhere. Who knows? Whatever you are, please let me know, if you will. Carriage of No Return says, the light look fine, but then I'm not wearing my glasses. Thank you. Very useful. Thank you. But I'm happy it looks good to you. I think we'll manage then. If I don't know how important your glasses are in watching stuff like this. So we have another couple of stickers, and the trick is the same: adding a dab of water on the brick where you want the sticker to go, and then adding the sticker. This is sticker number 7, and there are several of those. The classic Lego train symbol, which is the circle and arrow thing, which I've always liked. I think that's an interesting bit of brilliance on the. I came up with a logo guy or girl. Bit of brilliance on his or her part, I think. Yeah, and these are transparent, so they'll look great, I think. And here we go. First one done. There we go. Just got out of the bath and now I'm making a cup of tea. Mundane, says Carriage of No Return. I love it. I love it. Tea is wonderful. Wonderful thing to have, and yeah, enjoy a nice cuppa. I do enjoy tea myself. I actually bought a tea kettle that I use on work at my workplace, and I do get a lot of comments for it because it's bright red, and it's one of those that should. I think it's actually meant to be used on a bonfire or you know, over open fire in some extent, maybe on some kind of gas stove or something like that. But it's very much an outdoorsy thing. But I bought it very cheap in a thrift store, and it looked good and it looked very, very new actually. So I bought it, but it's bright red, and people do seem to notice that, which is kind of funny. Oh, I put this on the wrong side. This is the good thing actually. This is the good thing about using the soapy trick, because if you put something on the wrong place, you can very easily remove the sticker again and just replace it somewhere else. So that's good. I need to put it, if this one goes here, I need to put it here. All right, so just a dab of soap again, and then reattach the sticker. Yep, and that could have gone horribly wrong had I not used the soapy water trick, because then I would have to take it off. And in my experience, these stickers don't really do well with getting taken off and put on again several times. So yeah, that's where we are. Welcome to Euphoria says, I'm waiting for the current video to render. Oh yeah, that's that can take a while, especially if you do high quality videos. I mean HD and such. Yay, I have a job interview next week, says Kaylin Stone. Congratulations, my friend. Sounds great. I hope it's a job you're going to be happy for. It sounds exciting, and we'd love to hear how it goes. Are you nervous at all, or is it just is it just something you do like it's that's no problem. I can do whatever. Yeah, and there. I am noticing that I keep pulling the thing I'm building out of frame, so it's not very easy for you folks to see. I'll place it here and then build it like that. That's probably better, instead of me waving it around like a madman. Like a madman, like a madman. Bada, bada. And there, and there, and there. These I tend to get a lot of when I buy used bricks, and I've yet to find a good use for them. Maybe our guest from New Elementary could sort of supply us with a great idea for these. It is the element, I think, or these numbers are very small. 15207. Yeah, 15207. I would call them, I don't know, chair pieces, or I don't know, modified 1x4s with an angle. I don't know. I opened my homemade 6-month aged cheddar today. It was nearly perfect. Blockhead UK, I think you would be proud of me for this one. Could have had a stronger flavor, so I put half of it back to age longer. That sounds wonderful. Legalomaniac is our resident cheese maker. He makes cheeses, and I believe he also makes different kinds of dried meat as well, which is very nice. Cheese making is an art form I have not dared to try to master in any way. So I have the deepest respect for people who does that. And now I see. Yeah, what do I see? I do see that I need this, but I can't see it anywhere. So motor. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. Now I fancy a cheese sandwich for some reason. I blame Legalomaniac. I think we should all blame Legalomaniac for us wanting cheese at that moment. So please, Legalomaniac, come up with some kind of, and maybe, do you have a recipe for a good cheese sandwich? Should there be anything in it? Now you are our resident cheesemaker. You must have some kind of trick, some kind of, some kind of insight into cheese and how it should be done when you make a cheese sandwich. To say sorry for making people hungry for cheese, at least. 15207 is panel 1 times 4 times 1. Hello, Bakery says cabbage face bricks. Well, hello, my friend. Welcome to this Friday night live stream. I am building the 6197 passenger train to put in my Lego city. As you may know, I am currently building a train station for my Lego city, and of course, a train is an important part of having a train station. So yeah, this is meant to this is definitely meant to go into my city. I'm really looking forward to getting this done. There's a wheel more. I need a wheel. There's another wheel and a bar. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done stuff like this. As I started to say in the beginning of this video, I think it's been about 20 or I don't know, maybe 25 years since I built a Lego train last time, or at least I got a new one. So this is very exciting for me. I haven't done this in a while, so that's interesting. Boom. The best cheese sandwich have only cheese and butter. Nice, nice, says Cabbage Face Bricks. Yeah, it is pretty nice. The best cheese sandwich have only cheese and butter, says Legalomaniac. Do we agree? I'm not sure we agree. I will say this. Cheese and butter is definitely a great combination for a cheese sandwich. But I don't know, maybe a piece of ham would be good. You know, just to spice everything up just a tiny bit. What are those? Those are here. Burps. Yeah, I do enjoy my cheese sandwiches with a bit of ham, or yeah, if you're really going crazy, maybe a slice of greenery in some way. But that's just that's just maybe. I mean, you could go without. You could go without. But anyway, do people agree? Is the best cheese sandwich really just with butter? Oh, I am the chat. The chat is woohoo. I'm not sure I can face the dreams if I have cheese this late. Not at my age. Thank you for that one. Carriage no return. Grilled cheese, butter liberally. Both sides. We will highlight this one, I think. So this one, here we have Legalomaniac suggestions for a grilled cheese sandwich. Butter liberally both sides of 2 pieces of bread. Grate cheddar on top of one and add the other slice. Cook on medium heat in pan with lid until golden on one side, then flip and repeat until golden on that side as well. Hello, Robin Hall and Branson. Branson. Not sure what that means, Robin Hall, but yeah. Brick Bakery, are you going to be satisfied with a train with a locomotive just at one end? Are you going to get 2 sets or build a dummy on the other end? I'm actually not sure. For now, I am just going to go with one train, or one. I'm trying to say stuff while building stuff, but that's not too easy. I am going to go just with one train at this point. I do realize, and I do agree, that it may look a little boring with a locomotive just at one end. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this very, very wrong. Get out. Get out. There we go. Much better. No, not much better. No, not much better. Very little much better. This is not easy. Shouldn't this be easy? I mean, it's for children, isn't it? There we go. That was easy once I figured it out. No, I will be just going for one train at this time. I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I can actually find a new one of these at this point, because I'm sure they will get rare very soon because of the new train. Branson pickle or a nice Dijon whole grain mustard. Yeah, sure. That's a good addition to a sandwich. Are you trying to make me have nightmares? Though Branson would be nice. My screen has hung. I will have to log out and in again. All right. See you in a bit. Okay, there seems to be a lot of chat about cheeses, and I can't really keep up. Branston is pickle, not cheese. Oh, okay. So Branston is that a brand of pickle, or is it just another name for a pickle? That's what I'm trying to figure out. They probably don't have Marmite either. No, we do not have Marmite. And I've actually yet to taste it myself, but I believe that most Danes are, for lack of a better word, horrified when they taste Marmite the first time. I think most Danes would expect such a spread, if you will, such a bread spread to be sweet. And when we realize that it is actually savory, I think we are, yes, we are aghast. Greetings from Finland, Retro Lego Collector. Hello, 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 my friend from Finland. Great to see you. I'm really glad that you are here, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening, because I am. I'm building a Lego train, the 60197. It's a train for my Lego city, and as you might know, I'm doing a train station as well. That's a mod, of course, but this is a set, and I've been looking forward to building this for some time. Right now, I'm taking out some small pin pieces, which is for the wheels ups underneath. And yeah, these are steel rods, it seems. It's not too often I've seen steel rods in a Lego set. But for a train, it does make sense because of the weight and because of the wear. I think that makes sense. Jeff McElwee. Hey man, hope you're well. Looking forward to more city updates. There will be a city update on Monday. I've actually filmed it already and I've started to edit it. I just need to finish that up. So there will be another city update on Monday. I'm working hard on my train station and I really need your folks to give me some inputs. Ooh, that was nice. These roll very nicely. Nice. And putting on this. Oops. Back. Marmite is terrifying to foreigners and small children. It all makes for good fun. Yeah, I can imagine that's one of those things you put people through when they guest England, for instance. I can imagine that would be something you would be doing. My German pen friend was also horrified by Marmite when she visited me on an exchange trip when we were 16. It's an acquired taste for sure. I had Marmite and cheese on toast for breakfast. Oh, that sounds... I really love your train station design, says Retro Lego Collector. Well, thank you very much. I'm very much inspired by the 4554 train station, which Robin Hall actually put a video up on this week, I think. Very nice little video where you can get a great overview of that. Robin Hood Bricks has also made a train station based on the same station, and I see why. It's a beautiful station. There was a red version of it, which was also nice, but I think that's about 4 or 5 years newer. But I've always been wondering how Lego managed to have two stations that were so much alike. Not just alike, but you know, they are really carbon copies. Is that meant to... So what? Am I missing something here? Seems that I might... No, that's just it. Okay, so... Oh, that makes sense now. All right, yeah, sure. There we go. So yeah, does anyone know how that those train stations came about? The 4554, the yellow one, and the red version of it a couple of years later. Is there a reason for that? Has somebody made some kind of research or have some knowledge they would like to share? If you do, please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I think here we go. And remember, people, if you haven't liked this video already, you can, if you will. And of course, you can also put a comment below. But you're, of course, free not to. That's all up to you. That is all up to you. There we go. And the next page. This is going swimmingly, I think. Oh, I've just lost track of chat. Just a second. Oh, there we go. I'm looking forward to the new station this June. Even though I no longer have a railway, I kept my monorail stuff, so I will adapt it to fit. I really love the original yellow station. I have it in museum. Ooh, that's a great idea. But Carrots of No Return, yeah, the new station looks nice too. It looks very much like there was a station some years ago. It looks very much like that one, and that was a nice one as well. So I think Lego is doing train stuff to some extent again, but I would like there to be more of those. You know, in the 90s, you could get sets with just a cart, you know, just a tank cart maybe or something like that. So yeah, that I would love like that to happen again, where you could get sort of separate carts with different kinds of cargo or something like that. That would be cool, I think. Brick Bakery, on your railway station, I wonder whether you're planning to have a canopy over the tracks or just a smaller canopy over the platforms. I think a smaller canopy over the platform would be more in keeping with the size of the station. And then shy time is my time. Hey fam. Hey, shy time is my time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome you to Euphoria. You're asking a great question, and I will address that in my upcoming video. I will say that I have been considering both, and I'm not sure I've come up with a solution yet. I have a dream of adding a full roof over the entire track, but I do agree that the size of the station does dictate something that seems a bit smaller. So I have some more sort of ideas about that in my upcoming video. So I'll have to refer you to that one for even more of my thoughts. Not to be too mysterious or something like that, but yeah. And we are now at a stickered piece section. Once again, I will do my soapy water trick, adding a dab of soapy water to the brick where we are to add the sticker. And we'll have to remember to use the one that's turned the right way. Should be that one. There are two stickers number 8. I wonder if I am supposed to do this twice, but in reverse. There we go. Sorry for going silent just a moment, but I needed to focus on putting this sticker on right here. It's a very nice graphic for the train, I think. I like the color scheme for this train. The dark blue and this very warm yellow, I think, go very well together and really gives it a nice modern look without going too sort of real worldy. The train that came before this one was white with one red stripe, and I think that was it was very realistic, but I don't think it was too much fun. And I think that's important for your Lego sets. Brick Bakery, your columns are 12 studs apart, so you could use those 12 long arch pieces if you wanted an overall canopy. That's true. I hadn't thought about that. I do have a few of those lying around. That would actually be an interesting idea to use those. Thank you for that. Welcome to Euphoria. I'll have to make a note of that. Thank you. Great suggestion. Yeah, it's always great to share your builds on YouTube, I think, because you usually get some great suggestions. And I have been working some of the suggestions that I have gotten just for my last update on my train station. I have worked some of those into the build, and it's gotten all the better for it. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Sorry for going quiet just a second again, because I am adding a sticker yet again. As I said, I have to do the same thing in reverse. In reverse. So, what are people's thoughts on the summer sets? Sort of generally, I've seen there's a lot of those stunt sets coming out. Now, I've been out of the Lego game for quite a while, so that stunt thing is new to me. Has people taken to it? Are people excited about the stunt thing? I've found one of those sets very, very cheaply, and I actually bought 2 of them, but I've only kept one. I gave the other one away. But I haven't gotten around to put it together yet. But are people excited about this stunt thing? It seems a little Hot Wheels-y to me. Not that that's a problem, but it reminds me a lot of the Hot Wheels tracks that we used to play with when I was a kid, where you had a long track where you could put your small cars in and sort of shoot them along, and they'll go into loops, and everything. I think some of them had this wind up feature where you could wind it up and then click a button and it'll go when you click the button. And that was pretty neat. But this stunt thing reminds me a lot of those. I seem to have a stunt set as well for some reason, says Legalomania. Yeah, how did you get that one? Was there any particular process in you getting that, or was it just a coincidence, or what happened, Mr. Maniac? What happened? I think what Legalomaniac is referring to is the fact I sent him one because I found two. And yeah, you know, sometimes Legalomania was very kind to send me this at one point. It's right here. It's a puzzle box and my logo in one. It's great. I was very surprised when I first received that. I hadn't foreseen that in any way. I did know he was going to send me something, but I didn't know what it was. And then that turned up. That was great. A great day, great gift. Thank you very much, Legalomaniac. Legalomaniac has a set on ideas, if you're not aware. It's the Barracuda Bay puzzle. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Legalomaniac, but he needs some votes still to get to the, I think it's 5,000 mark at this point, but it is very beautiful. And if you have not voted for it yet, you should go check it out and maybe vote for him if you want to. I think that would be interesting. Carriers of No Return says, the stunt thing has passed me by, but I can imagine it could be something to take playgrounds by storm. They've geared up for the small boy vibe. Yeah, I think you're right. There is definitely, I think the crowd who enjoys Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars will enjoy these as well. Marvel's Brick says, I'm not really into the stunts, but definitely going to buy the bathtub. The bathtub? The bathtub. There's something I don't know there. I need to check out this. We had an evening with some stunts motorbikes at my lurk last week. It was fun for a while, and they go fast. Easy to lose on the sofa. Only need 1,600 votes in 20 days, so no worries, says Legalomaniac. Yeah, so go vote for Legalomaniac's wonderful pirate-themed ideas set. And if you really like it, why not share it on your different accounts, your Twitters, your Facebooks, your Insta faces, and all those things. Maybe you can go there. And if you're there, you can also subscribe to my Instagram if you want to. It's relatively easy to find. It's just Brick Bakery, and you'll find it no problem. Yeah, but enough of that commercial thing. But yeah, Legalomaniac, great guy. Did a wonderful live stream a couple of weeks ago. Was it last weekend? Yeah, or was it 14 days ago? Hello, Jacob. Dropping in for a few to say hi. Glad to see you, and glad to see you too, my friend Brooks Bricks. Great to have you with us. I hope you're doing great on this Friday evening and that you are having a wonderful time. Maybe you are building Lego. Are you building Lego? Let's hear it if you are, and let's hear which set you are building. If you're building a set, maybe you're mocking. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, stunts, a lot of stunts. Seems like there's going to be some pretty elaborate stunt sets where people are flying through. Was it a windmill of sharks I saw? Which was, that's just amazing. Sounds dangerous to me though, but amazing it is all the same. I think I'm talking too much in this one because I'm not getting very much forward. I think I need to get more forward if I am to make this in a couple of hours. Why have you guys not told me? Why have you folks not told me? Sorry, folks not told me. You should tell me that I'm getting behind on my schedule. I don't know if there is a schedule, but you know, schedule, building, yeah. So putting this in here, it's very nice. I do like this, and I do like how they've sort of integrated the engine to be sort of not very visible. Yeah, and what do we need then? Two of these. Okay, there we go. Not at the moment. I just got off work myself, and I figured I'd drop in here. Sure, you're very welcome. So yeah, when you get home from work, maybe Maybe you'll do some Lego. Maybe. But anyway, if you don't, that's fine. I just hope you're enjoying your Friday. I need to sign out now, but it's been good to be here and have my Lego itch scratch for a while. Bye, Jacob, and bye all. Thank you, Carriage, and no return. It was great to see you again. I really look forward to seeing you again some other time. So have a nice one and have a nice weekend. Great to have people here. Always great to have people drop by. It's so cozy. I really enjoy it. Maybe, and this is just a maybe, I have been wondering if this setup right here I'm doing right now, just me just talking endlessly, is sort of the 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 format I've been doing previously. I have been streaming together with Legalomaniac quite some times. We've been doing our wonderful brick fjords, and in my mind, we are doing that again at some point. We'll see if Mr. Maniac is up to it, but I would like to keep on doing my sort of solo live streams. But I am wondering if I should invite guests. So there would be guests to sort of liven up the room and have different chats with. What do you guys think, people? You folk think. I'm sorry. What do you folk think about the idea of having guests on my live stream? Is that something I should be looking into? Should I be doing that? Is that a great idea? Do people do that these days? Is that the way to go? Am I just hopelessly outdated in my way of doing this, or what? Let me know. Let me know. They made a motor with a bathtub around it. Bizarre, funny. Check it. It's set number 60333. I'll have to look that up because that just sounds too interesting. 60333. Oh, yeah. I see. Oh, that's cool. A motorcycle with a bathtub. That is too cool. You should check that out. Definitely. Whoa, suddenly I saw that Jacob was doing a live stream. Of course, I had to watch, says Sabadak. Welcome, Sabadak. It's great to see you, my friend. Definitely do guests. That's how I do the majority of my streams, says Brooks Bricks. Well, thank you very much. That's a great suggestion. I will look into that for sure. Takes pressure off me to entertain and engage, chat all on my own. Brooks Briggs says, "Yeah, I do think that would be one of the benefits of having guests. Is there any drawbacks of having guests in your live stream, Brooks Briggs? Do you know of any? Do people know of any drawbacks of having guests? I can't personally think of any right now, which is why I'm asking, because people might know stuff I don't know. So here we go. There and there, and I think that's about it. So we have a few leftovers, which we always do. There. Did I ever use that green one? Oh, that was there. All right. Okay. So on we go to book 3 and bag 3. Swimmingly, I say. Guests would be fun. It is easier to keep an eye on the chat with 2 and nice conversation. Indeed. I do tend to agree. It would be fun to have guests along. Is there any suggestions on who? Only if you have a larger number and folks all start talking over each other. My streams usually focus on everyone building something, not just talking. Yeah, I can see the problem. Yeah, you're right, Brooks Briggs. The problem is definitely if you get too many people going at once. Too much risk of talking over one another and just having a very messy conversation because of that. Oh no. One flew off, and I wonder where it went. That's the problem with having a big Lego room. Oh, I can see it. I'll get it when I need it. Yeah, so many people in the stream could be confusing to people and maybe hard to hear at some point. 2 or 3 max is best. Don't like it when there are more than that. I tend to agree. Yeah, so a couple of guests would be neat. Any suggestions on who would be interesting to invite? I do have some ideas myself, but if you folks have any suggestions, it would be interesting to hear it, of course. I have done interviews on my channel previously with different people from the Lego community, and those I've always found to be very much fun to do. Maybe it would be interesting to invite some of those people, But if there are any suggestions beside that, it would be interesting to hear it. I'm not sure who, as I've been away for quite a while from the Lego community and Lego YouTube particularly, I'm a bit on, I'm a bit in the dark on what people do at this point, and what is sort of the norm and what you should do. I like to have guests on because I have someone to speak to directly, and that helps me. Too many people is too loud and difficult to follow. Yeah, I agree. Seems that people are agreeing that too many people is too many. Yes. That's called a tautology, an argument that sort of is true because it's true. That's not the definition of a tautology, but it's based on itself. Anyway, be glad to join sometime if you're interested. Brooks says, indeed, we will. We'll get back to that. Please, if you want, please email me and we can talk about that sort of in private. We'll see if we can come up with something. That's for sure. Okay, I need this one. All right, and there needs to be a couple of green ones over here. Oh, I think I need to do something like this so you people can still see something. A thing I am interested in is whether or not people think this layout right here is working. Is my picture big enough? Is it good enough that the Lego is taking up so much room, etc.? Or should things be different? I do have a few possibilities for changing things around here, but not necessarily if people don't think it's a problem. If it is a problem, we'll do something, that's for sure. At least for my next stream, if not this one. So this is the battery. This is the battery holder, I think. Fairly certain this is one for batteries. I don't. The last train I had is a 9-volt one, which means it runs on tracks which has the electricity in them. So I've never had a Lego train with battery as it's as like this one. So that's new to me. So this one is put in A. It seems it's very high tech. Click. There we go. And then that's just it. All right. Then we move on to the next. Okay. I had expected there to be a picture of me putting this in here in some way, shape, or form, but no. We're moving straight on to this. I think this view works. Thank you, Bricks. Yeah, I think this one is pretty good too. I would have liked maybe, I don't know. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. At some point, I'll have to put something on the walls behind me to make it a little more interesting. I do realize it's a very wide room, but that's just a question of me just having moved my stuff in here. I only unpacked the last box in my Lego room yesterday evening, I think, maybe even this afternoon. I don't know. It was yesterday evening, or in the middle of the night, actually. So I am working still on just getting into place and getting everything sorted in here. There's still a lot of things that are not sort of it's not completely the way I want things to be, but it is close enough. So yeah, it's going the right way, but it is definitely still a process where I have to do stuff for to get really into the place where I want to be. I love to join you someday if you like that. That sounds good, Mama's Bricks. Again, we've messaged each other on Instagram. Let's do that again, and we'll see what we can come up with. I'd love to have guests. That would be interesting to do for sure. Indeed, you should use a nice backdrop for the city, says Sabaday. Yeah, I have been wondering about that. But the thing is, I'm not saying no. I'm saying, yes, I need to do something about that. But the thing is, the wall behind me, which is the wall behind the Lego city, is it's a wall that is towards the outside, which means that most of that wall is actually surrounded by dirt. So this is under, it's underground to some extent. That's why the window is up here. I don't know if you can see that actually, but the window is up here. That's because that's the ground goes to about here, I think. So most of that wall is actually below ground. So covering it up with a big poster or blanket with a picture on it is not the way to go, because it needs to be able to get rid of any humidity. Now I have had a drain made around the house, so there shouldn't be too much humidity in the wall because of that. But as it is a basement, there's always an amount of humidity in the walls. That's just how it is. That's just a basement for you. So I need to do something. If I want to do something with a backdrop, it's probably gonna be something that I have to paint on the wall. I was considering painting it in a light blue color, but because of the type of paint I had to use for the walls, which can make humidity come through the paint and then evaporate instead of staying in the wall. Because of the type of paint I had to use, I couldn't get the colors I wanted, because that type of paint is only made in a certain amount of colors, and a light blue, sky blue, if you will, was not one of them. So yeah, I'm actually left where I can't really paint it on there, and hanging a poster is not a great way to go. So there are some difficulties that I need to figure out when it comes to that. But definitely adding some kind of background would be a great idea, I think, and I am very much up to looking into doing that in some way, shape, or form. So Taberdag, it was a great suggestion, and it's not. I'm not sort of saying I'm not going to do it, but I'm definitely going to have to figure out how, because I do want to keep it a healthy room as well. Because the risk is, if you put a poster on that wall and there's a bit of moist in it, you might see mold or mildew start forming on the walls, and that's not good. Not for the house, not for me, not for the Lego, not for anything. So there are some things I have to consider before I start putting something on that wall. But the suggestion is great. Yeah. And Brooks Bricks says that that is something he needs to do himself at some point too. It does really add a lot to when you view your city or take pictures or film in it. When you do that, I agree. It can look very, very beautiful. That's a pity. Can you get a color? Can you get a color? What can you? Oh, can you add color to the special paint? That is exactly what I was trying to do, but it turns out that that special paint only comes in certain color variations. So if those aren't useful to you, then that's just that. You can't do anymore. I'm yeah. Good explanation, says Sabaday. Well, thank you. But I will be looking into if there's something to do. Maybe another brand of paint has other possibilities. But you know, when you're doing stuff like this, you find your way in it, and then you sort of choose at one point. Well, this is how I'll do it, and then maybe at a later point, a new solution will present itself. There's nothing that can be painted over. I mean, that can always be done. It's a bit of a hassle to move the table and the Lego and all, so you can start painting that. But in essence, you could always start painting it. That's not a problem. So if I come up with some paint that can actually do what it's supposed to do with moist and such, then definitely I would do something with that. And if I find another solution that includes some kind of poster or big piece of fabric or something which still lets air in and out, that's definitely something I'll look into as well. But for now, the white wall is what I have to stick with. Yeah. So I'm adding a sticker to the big front piece here. Again, soapy water trick. I add a dab of soapy water to the surface where I want to add the sticker, and then I add the sticker, and the water lets me push the sticker around for a bit, so I can actually get it on a little more straight. So here we go. and the other side as well. And there's, as far as I have figured, or in my experience, there isn't any risk for the glue with this method. Hello, Pelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you, and I hope you're enjoying your Friday evening. Yeah, this is the 6197 passenger train, a Lego set, which is, I think it's a couple of years old, maybe even 3 years old. They don't do new trains all the time, but they've just done one this year. The passenger train is green, and there was a cargo train too. I haven't seen that one too much, but it seems that it was teal, maybe. It looked teal to me. It did look teal, which was kind of weird. I don't think I've seen teal trains, or turquoise, if you will, in Danish, trains ever. But yeah, that's something they decided to do. One of those cases where you think, where Lego has been thinking, oh, we have this color lying around, let's use it for something. Why not this train? It seems a little, I don't know, hidden sidey, maybe, to me. Don't know. Sorry for going quiet just a second, because I have to put on another sticker. And again, I've used the soapy water trick, adding a dab of soapy water to the surface, and then you get the sticker on pretty straight. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I like this. I like this. So yep. And then a few more bricks, and we'll be done with this bag. Seems like we're picking it up. Picking it up. Yeah, that new cargo train is not very attractive. No, it looks weird, doesn't it? Where the passenger train looks I think looks decent. I do prefer this one though, for the lime green. But it's not too bad. But the cargo train looks really weird. I think maybe I can find a link. Lego cargo train. We'll see if I can come up with something and people can get a link to the new one. No, it's not too easy. Oh, this is the old one. No, I'm not sure I can find a picture like that. I should have prepared this. But hey, I'm a professional live streamer. Why should I prepare? But anyway, I think people know what I'm talking about. Don't you people? You people are intelligent people, so you know what I'm talking about. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I think it's a bit weird, that new one, but maybe it's just me being old and sort of reactive, sort of conservative in my bricks. But then again, the one before this one, the white one with the red line on it, I didn't like that one too much either, because it was just too much realism and too little fun. This one, I think, is good. The color combination is good, and it looks very good. Here we go, the locomotive. Doot, doot. Oops. And we've got the last small parts of this coming right along. So, what are people doing for the weekend? Anything interesting? Anything Lego related? Anything just... Are people doing anything? Anything interesting? I am going to thrift stores tomorrow to look for all kinds of things, books, DVDs, and of course Lego if I find some. I've actually been pretty lucky over the last year to find a lot at fair prices. It's not always that I buy everything I find, because sometimes they think, apparently in some of these thrift shops, that Lego is the same as gold and should be priced in that way. So for some reason, sometimes you're asked to pay horrendous amounts for used Lego, and I just leave it, because I don't want to. If they can sell it at that price, they should. Usually, thrift stores do it has some kind of charity that they support with their sales. So if they can sell things at that price, they should do it because that makes more money for the charity. And I think that's a good thing. But I'm not going to buy it if it's too expensive. There we go. So here is the button for the engine thing. There we go. Very nice. And the last little thing is the one for the electricity. Don't know what these are called. What are these called? The thing that connects the train to the electricity that runs above in wires. I have no idea what that is called. And for some reason, I have a 1x2 plate tile left over. That is not how it is supposed to be. Definitely. So I'll have to go back and see. Rhyming. There we go. Where on earth? Hello there, says Gewonen Chris. Hello, hello. They are pantographs. Pantographs. What's a pantograph? Is this a pantograph? What is a pantograph? I asked the question and now I'm getting an answer. And now I don't remember what question I was asking. That's great. What is a pantograph? Are these the pantographs? Or is something else the pantographs? Am I a pantograph? Who is a pantograph? Is there any reason why I shouldn't be a pantograph? Would I prefer not to be a pantograph? Yes, says Mauro Briggs. Gewonnen Krisch sounds Dutch. That's true. It does sound Dutch. Is it Dutch, Gewonnen Krisch? Yes, you ask. The thing that connects the train to the wires. And Legalomania says, who's on first? Thank you, Cass. Thank you for helping me not being confused anymore. So these are called pantographs. The thing that connects the train to the wires that runs above is called a pantograph. I had no idea that was called a pantograph. Why do you know such things? How come you are so intelligent that you know stuff like that? That's pretty cool. I would like to know stuff like that. Whatever are they called in Danish, maybe? Are they called pantographs in Danish as well? What's a semaphore? Is that a train thing as well? Yes, I am Dutch. People might know me as Seabricks Tutorials too. Oh, yeah. Hello. Yeah, I know you. That's definitely. All right. Yeah. That's Gewonnen Chris, who is Seabricks Tutorials. I can't figure out where I am supposed to do this, but as far as I know, these 1x2 things should never ever be left. Oh, I think now I know where. Here? No? No, that's probably wrong, isn't it? I have forgotten to put these in though, but because my dad is a train spotter and I have grown up with this stuff in my head, it says Blocket UK. Ah, good explanation. I imagine, I imagine that could make you know a lot of things. I wonder where this is going to go. Gewonnen Chris translates to just ask Chris. Oh, it's going to go here. That's why I wasn't finished. There we go. And the train driver should go in the train, but he's not gonna. He's gonna stand out here with the train like this. And then we're done with book 3. And we'll be moving on to book 4, Pantograph in Danish. Oh, thank you, Martin. So Pantograph and Pantograph. And those specifically are helpantographer. So what's a helpantograph? So what Martin is saying is this is called half a pantograph in Danish, which means to me at least that there's a whole pantograph. And now I'm asking Martin, so what is a whole pantograph? What's the difference? How does it look different? Why is it different? Should there be any reason for it to be different? Excuse me, I need water. Sorry about that. Water is essential when you talk a lot. And I do talk a lot. I do tend to go on. don't I? There we go. So book number 4 and bags 4 and 5 are a cart, a passenger cart, it seems. One looks like this, half a triangle, and the other looks like this, 2 triangles. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I know what a half pantograph is and a full pantograph is now. Thank you very much, Blockhead UK. I'm learning so much today. Things I didn't even know I had to learn. But yeah, here we go. Next bag it is. So great. Shoop. And shoot. Now I have expected, sorry, I have expected this train to be run by an app, but was that the older train that had an app that was meant to run the train? Surely this section has a big ×2 in it, so you can build both passenger cars at the same time. Oh, probably true. No, actually no. There's actually there's 2 books with a passenger card. This is just interesting. So here you go. This is book number 5, which has a passenger card, and this is book number 4, which has a passenger card. So I'm imagining one is actually a little shorter than the other, and one is for eating and the other is for sitting. So I think that's the difference, and that's why there's 2 books. Yeah, I think they're slightly different, says Blockhead UK. Yeah, I think you are right. Was wondering how to explain it. Thanks, Blockhead UK, says Martin. Yeah, thank you, Blockhead UK, for that explanation. I'm sure you saved Martin. It's wonderful to ask people to explain stuff in text when you know it's probably going to be much easier for them if they can use their hands or something to illustrate, maybe even draw something to illustrate. But I think it went okay. We are now all, privy to what a full pantograph is, as opposed to a half pantograph. And in Danish, it's Pantograph, which is twicely interesting. And now I'm looking for a brick. I'll have to look for a round brick. Look for a round brick. Looking for a round brick. I'm looking for a round brick. Yes, I'm looking for a round brick. Where is it? Is it in the bag still? No, it's not. Is it in the smaller bag? No, it's not. The age-old problem with Lego. At some point, there's a piece you can't find, and then you quickly start to say stuff like, oh, it's probably not in here, it's missing, where is it? Stupid Lego, have they forgotten to put this one in? And then you realize it's inside something, or still in the bag, or something like that. But right now, it does look like I'll have to use a reserve piece from my private collection, because it's definitely, it's not here. Oh, it's rolled over here, which is a good place. Thank you. Brick Bakery, I forgot your real name, sorry. How is your city nowadays? My city nowadays is right behind me. You can see right there. Consists mostly of 3 modular buildings. This train will be part of the city, and I have, what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 modular buildings to put in, and I'm doing my train station a mock, which there will be a video on Monday. I just need to edit it. I'm not done with that mock yet, but I'm working on it, and it's going great. you'll get a full update on Monday. But I am planning to do much more with the city, that's for sure. For instance, those 4 modulars, whereof one is Assembly Square, the bookshop, police station, diner, and bookshop, diner, what? The bookshop, the diner, Assembly Square, and the police station. That's 4. And I am gonna add those to the city, and I'm also considering just temporarily adding road plates. I am mostly considering using customized, custom built road plates, because I think that gives you more possibilities than with the standard road plates. But for now, until I have done that, I think I will be adding some road plates just to have a look, just to get something temporarily that looks good and which can be used. Previously, I used black tiles to do my roads. I am considering using gray tiles instead, because the black gets very dark and they get very shiny very quickly, I think, and they do tend to look, I don't know, weird might not be the right word, but they tend to look more like a glass road than a road made from asphalt. You mean Mills road plates? No, not necessarily Mills road plates. Just some kind of custom road plates where I use tiles to do different things. Not the entire Mills system. I don't think I'll be employing that. That's simply too involved for me. I do like the system, and I think people using it really can get a lot from that. I believe Bevan's Bricks, who has a wonderful city, by the way, he uses that system and is very happy with it. And I think he does some great things with that too. Personally, I think that's a little too involved. Yes, you are mentioning Bevan's Bricks as well. Indeed, he has a very awesome system where he uses that, but I'm not too fond of using too many bricks for, shall we say, administrative work in your city. As far as I remember, making a Mills plate means that you'll have to use a lot of bricks sort of in hiding. They go underneath the road to make the road, and then you're using a lot of bricks just to put everything together, and you're not really getting any. You can't see it in your city that you used a lot of bricks, and that's one of the things that's one of the reasons why I don't know if I'm against, but that's one of the reasons why I'm not choosing to do that kind of road system. But it does look good when you do it, and it does give you some great possibilities too. No, I'm just talking about a little more a little less systematic approach than Mills plates, but something that's custom, because I have some ideas for making bridges, or at least one bridge. Because I have an idea of putting a river or something like that in my city too. But again, I'm not 100% certain on how to do that. I have been considering if I should raise the whole city a bit, so I can make the city bridges across a real gap. But then again, that would mean I would have to use a lot of bricks, which would then essentially be in hiding in some way. So yeah, I don't have any real. Oops, I think I have forgotten a sticker or two. Yes, I have. Okay. So I'll be adding stickers as well. That's good. So no real Mills plates, but definitely custom road plates in the end. But I have been looking at the amount of area I have for a city, and I can safely say that completing this city in any sense of the word is going to be a project that'll last me years. And who is to say that when I get halfway through this project with this city, I might change my mind and change everything around and start again. As you build more stuff in Lego, you develop your abilities, and when you have developed your abilities to a certain point, you look at some of your old stuff and think, well, this could be much better. So yeah, have to run for now, but good to see you back on. I will message you on Instagram, says Brooks Briggs. Sure. Great to see you, my friend, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. There are other opinions on the mills. Legomaniac says, think mills plates would take up too much space for your city, as well as put a restriction on your layout. That might be true. I haven't looked that much into it, but I'm just I'm not on for mills plates. Mills is so part consuming. It looks awesome, but so expensive. I'm building it. I'm using it for a convention display because I need to travel with that, and that's a situation where mills plates make sense because you have that modular function and you can pack it all away and move it around. That makes sense. So thank you, Mama's Bricks. And Blocket UK says Technic can be a good way to span a large gap. If you do it right, it will look like big girders. That's true, Blocket or Cass. That is true. And that is definitely something I will be looking into when I start doing bridges. But for now, I'm just interested in getting buildings done. So those modular buildings are definitely a priority to get those done. And I think I'll be live streaming most of those. Today I'm live streaming this train just to get into the swing of live streaming again, and I'm doing something that's a little less, a little less complicated than those big modular buildings. But it is definitely something I will be looking into doing on stream once I get around to doing that. Not completely sure. What am I doing here? Why have I done this? I'm not completely sure when, how often I will be live streaming, and if there will be some kind of set schedule where I do it at particular days or particular time points or with a certain frequency. But for now, I am at least of the opinion that I will live stream more, because I do find it very cozy and it's a very nice way to get some sets built. Yeah, here we go. A couple of tables. This is the dining cart, which is good. There's a small croissant over here and a small cake as well, I think. What do you all think about the new Lego road system? I'm not sure I like them. Yeah, these new road plates are interesting. I do like the idea of changing the road plate system to something that can actually be built, where you are actually building something, but the pieces are rather big, so it's a bit of a, it's still not built in the way that this train, for instance, is built. I think it's a bold but unavoidable change for Lego. Classically or traditionally, Lego has been using plates that are comparable to the classic 32 by 32 base plate, which means that the road plates has had that same format. And going away from that, sort of, I think the sort of the first clues of that change coming about happened or was visible when they started making those Creator 3-in-1 sets, where they started to include those 16 by 16 base plates, which were the same thickness or same height as the regular, plates, like which is a third of a brick in height. So I think we've been seeing sort of we've been seeing that development coming over the horizon for some time, that it would eventually happen. But that doesn't mean we have to be happy about it. But I think it's a change that was sort of in the cards for a while, and now it's happening. I don't know if I like it. I'll have to see where they go with it. If it's just what it is now, I think it's a poor substitute for what was. But if they do something where they do, I don't know, where they utilize the road system in some new and interesting way, which opens up possibilities, for instance, making tunnels or bridges or stuff like that, I think it could be okay. I think it seems like Sabadak says those new road plates are an issue. Sometimes I like them and sometimes absolutely not. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the sort of that's probably what I've sort of seemed to have gathered the most from what people are saying, that in some situations they are wonderful because they do have some possibilities where the road plates, the classic road plates, doesn't. However, how do you fit it with your existing city layout if you have one? I mean, someone like me who has a lot of base plates placed on your table already is going to have to change everything. And if I want to add to use those road plates with my modulars, I have to do some kind of modification to my modulars if they are to fit well. So there are some drawbacks, of course. The only thing I hated about the old plates was that they were sold in a pack of 2, but it always contained one I didn't want. Yeah, that's true. Gewonnen Chris, that's true. There were often there was a time, I believe, where you got a straight one. Was there a time you could just buy one road plate and then get a straight one if you wanted a straight one, and a cross if you wanted a cross, so on and so forth? Or was there a time where you got 2 road plates in one pack and they were the same? Because when I was younger, I do remember getting a lot of the curved and cross. So you got a curve and you got a cross in one pack, and I used to get a lot of those. So you ended up having these very weird rounded cities because of that. But not as far as I know, no, because I think you're right. But I think I saw and we're talking maybe early 90s, late 80s, that you could get just one bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking. No, you don't have to change everything. Don't need to change modulars. I wrote about how to integrate them when I first wrote a review for the road plates of New Elementary. Okay, good. Thank you, Cass. I'll have to look that up because it's probably just because I can't think of a great solution that I think you have to change everything. That would be typical of me. But it's good to know you don't have to change everything, and that you do have possibilities in actually adding your modulars, because it would be a shame if you had to take everything apart to just get your modulars into your new city because you've decided to change to road plates. Yeah, in the 80s and 90s, I got them in packs too. I can't remember if they contained 2 of the same or not. I'm fairly certain there was always 2 different ones in a pack back then, just as there is now. Annoying it is. Annoying it is. Hello, Brick Bakery. I'm stream hopping. Will be in and out. Hello, Ingrid Wynn. Great to see you. Yeah, stream hopping is definitely allowed. You should hop in and out as much as you want. There are a lot of streamers at this point around there. Of course, if you're not into YouTube streaming, I am also streaming this on Twitch, so you can also head over there if you want to and find Brick Bakery. Yeah, I haven't done too much in Twitch streaming ever. This is actually the first time I'm putting my own stream on Twitch. I have no idea how it works or if there is any difference here relative to what I'm doing here right now, but definitely, if you want, you can check that out. You can also subscribe to my Twitch channel. My streams will be over there in the future, but my main focus is still YouTube. Brick Pasta, hello, my friend. Great to see you. And welcome to this Friday night live stream. I hope you're doing well and you are having a wonderful Friday. And I hope that you're also going to have a great weekend. Any particular plans you're having, Mr. Brick Pasta? Are you building some Lego, maybe? Building some Lego, maybe. Yeah, you might build Lego. You might. I'm adding another sticker, and I think I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 left. So we are getting towards the latter part of this build, which is good. Then I can add a train to my Lego city. That would be nice. I don't know if I have enough tracks right now to fill up the to make the train track I am thinking of. I'm thinking of an oval that goes around. That goes around the entire city. The classic, you know. But yeah, we'll have to see if I have enough tracks for that, or I'll have to get some more. I do have a lot of old 9-volt tracks, but I do like to keep everything the same. The 9-volt tracks fit perfectly with the newer plastic tracks. But the newer plastic tracks, of course, won't carry the old 9-volt trains because they don't carry the charge. So I could very well use my old 9-volt tracks, but then half of the city would have shiny steel tracks, and the other half would have sort of quote-unquote dollar plastic tracks. So I think it'll look better if it's the same all the way. So I'm going for that. This boomer doesn't know anything about Twitch. I assume this is a video service too. It is indeed a video service too. It's mostly streaming service. It's very popular with the young ones. I think there's a lot of people doing Lego over there, streaming Lego in one capacity or another. So yeah, I think Brick Nick, for instance, is big over on the Twitters. I like your plans with putting a train through your city, says Brick Pasta. Yeah, thank you, Brick Pasta. I think that's one of the things I missed when my city was a lot smaller. The fact that I couldn't have a train in any sort of. I could, of course, have added a train, but it wouldn't do any movement. It would just be standing there one way or another. And I think that would be a bit boring, maybe. So at this point, I'm very happy that I can actually add a train, because it does. That's one of the thing that the problems with the Lego city. Very, very quickly, it gets very static. You know, if you want some kind of movement, or if you want some kind of life, some dynamic motion going on, a train is really one of the only ways you can do stuff like that. Of course, adding lights is a way to add some kind of dynamics too. But if you want movement, then you know, then trains are some of the ways to go. Of course, you can do all kinds of stuff with Technic, but that usually requires you to add a lot of engines and such. And I'm not. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I can't figure that stuff out. Oh, but you had so much in your city. It was packed with scenes in action. Yeah, thank you, Brick Pasta. Thank you for saying that. I did like my old city. That's for sure. But this new one is bigger, ergo better. No, but I mean, it's gonna be fun to fill up everything, and trying to see if I can get some of that dynamic, you know, movement and such going with, for instance, a train. I think that will be interesting. Yep. And here we go. Finishing up bag 4 right now. Then we'll have to move into bag 5 in just a second. See if we can. This is 6. This is 7. This is 5. 5. So that means there's 3 bags left at this point. And I originally set a deadline in 20 minutes. I think I'm going to keep going for this train, so I'll be done with it instead of stopping and then having to do the rest at another point in time. So that means I will be going on for a little more than the 2 hours I had originally planned for this. But I think that's fine. It's good with a good, long, strong first live stream after a while. There's a couple of these that needs to go here. I understand that people add trains for moving in the city, but isn't it weird to have the train moving, but all the figs are frozen? Well, you do have a point. You do have a point. Um, and I think when you go to Legoland, for instance, you'll see the exact same thing going on. There are trains racing about the place like there's no tomorrow, and there are cars and trucks driving around as well. But all of the people are standing still. I think, is there a couple dancing somewhere in the Danish Legoland? Is there a couple dancing somewhere? I have a faint memory of seeing a couple of Lego people dancing but maybe they're actually, no, they're not moving. They're just they're doing the wedding waltz, bride's waltz thing. So yeah, but they're not moving. So completely true. Everyone is static, but the trains are moving and the cars are moving, and it does look weird in some sense. This is the only train I have built. I love it, says Ingrid Wynn. Mama Spriggs says, I'm off to bed. Good to see you again, Jacob. And all the people in the chat, enjoy the rest of the stream. Yes, sleep tight, Mama Spriggs. It was great to have you with us. Really enjoyed seeing you. And yeah, looking forward to hearing from you again. It's always nice to meet people after a while. I can't believe that I've been out of this Lego thing for more than a year. I think I made an update in January 2021 where I said that I would be going on a hiatus, and I did that. That's for sure. And I only returned this month actually, and I rewatched that video to get a sense of what I said back then, and I back then I thought I would be back in August last year. That's not how it went. But I did make a video sort of updating you folks on how everything was going, which is now 8 months ago. So yeah, things sort of went, just kept on going. And, at some point, you lose the track of time a bit, and it's all fine. But it's just when I sit down doing this, for me, it's almost like no time has passed at all. But for you folks, I mean, there was a virus going on and everything. I missed that completely in regards to YouTube and such. So it's good to be back, that's for sure. I'm going to sleep too. It was nice to see you all. Welterusten. Yeah, sleep good, sleep well. Gewonnen Chris. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. There we go. The roof is on. And here we go. These together as well. It's going quickly now. Quickly. We're going to get onto that last card so we can get this show on the road. As they say, on the track. Get this show on the track. It's great to see you back, says Brick Pasta. Thank you very much, Brick Pasta. It's great to be back. Once I started building my train station, I realized how much I actually missed doing stuff like that. And having this new Lego room really gives me a lot of new possibilities in making Lego buildings, both because of the space, the room. I have much more room to do with, which is great. But what I also have the possibility of doing is taking out all the bricks I want, to start to build something, and then leave it, and then come back a while later, and then you're away from it. You think about stuff. You don't think about stuff. Things are a bit more dynamic, and I think, for me at least, it's gonna make better buildings in the end, because I can leave things and come back. In my old apartment, I really had to pack everything away once I was done, or at least when I was at a point where I thought, well, this is the step I'm going to reach, and then I had to pack everything away and then take everything out again a week later when I was to do another video and get moving on the next build. So that whole thing, that whole process is much easier now when I can just leave it, and it really makes for a better process for me, at least. So do you feel people feel the same way, or is that different for you? Some people might enjoy just doing it in everything in one sitting, but I don't know. I think the whole process of going back and forth and readjusting things and having new ideas and coming up with solutions might be an important part of building Lego, but maybe for some people it's not. So people in the chat, what do you think? Are you one session people, or are you getting back to things and all that? People, how do you manage big builds, for instance? Do you draw out a plan in some kind of digital planning tool, like, is it called LDD? Is that what it's called? Or do you do something else? And does that have an influence on how you approach bigger builds? For me, I'm very much a hands-on guy. I need to have the bricks in my hands while doing stuff like this, because it's just not going to work if I have to plan it in one of those digital designer things, because I think I would use too much time on trying to figure out what bricks to use for what when, in the sense that I don't know the library of types of bricks too well, and finding everything I needed would simply take too long. So I would use more time doing it like that. 1 mock is planned, 2 are fly by the seat of my pants. Yeah, I get that, Ingrid Wynn. I think that makes sense, that some of them you plan and others you just do. That makes sense. Thank you. Legalomaniac says 1 sitting or bust. Of course, that's a reference to his wonderful work on 24-hour live streams, where he has built some big sets. For instance, the Millennium Falcon and the Colosseum, which is now on his channel in a review where you can watch that video and see how he did making the Colosseum in 24 hours. I was quite impressed with that, I must admit. And Cass from Blocked UK says, I built all of my Muppet habitats over 1.5 days last week. Started and then just kept going as I had the inspiration. All planned as I went along. No digital building. That's impressive, says Legalomaniac. I love that idea. Legalomaniac says Brick Pasta. Yeah, Cass, I am quite impressed that you could punch out all those in one sitting, more or less one sitting. That is very impressive. I think I would have run out of steam much quicker than that. That's for sure. So 1 sitting is very impressive indeed. Some might call it obsessive, says Cass. Yeah, well, I don't know. If it's fun all the way, I'm not sure it's obsessive. Obsession should, I think, be related to some kind. If it is a real obsession, it's related to some kind of, feeling bad. You're feeling bad in some way. Then it's an obsession. If you are so obsessed by not making Lego that you get anxiety in some way, that's an obsession. If you're just very keen to get it done, it's not necessarily obsession, I think. So I think you're just being a cool builder, Cass. That's what I think. Oh well, it's not that important, is it? I'll just put this here. There we go. That's card number 1. I like it. I like it a lot. That'll go over here and stay there, hopefully. And see is there anything I need here, or is that just a page for some paging? That is just a page for some paging. All right. So last book and last 2 bags. Yeah, we're gonna get this done. I even forgot to eat at some point, says Blocket UK. Oh, well. And then Sabadak says that's very recognizable to him. So it might be obsessive, but apparently it's not that unusual between Lego people. So that way, we're all obsessive or we're all normal. Well, anyway, I'm just glad you did them because they are beautiful cats. Cats with some wonderful habitats, which are these, I believe they're 8x8 small builds where a minifigure, sorry, just a second, where a minifigure has a habitat which is themed around the theme of the minifigure. So if you have an astronaut minifigure, you'll build a habitat which is in some way, shape, or form space or astronaut themed. So, and Cass has done that for the entire series of the entire new series of CMFs, which is great. And CMF is collectible minifigures. And that new series was, ooh, she's carrying a small box of Lego in her bag. That's very neat. All right, but the new series of CMFs was based on the Muppet Show, so there was a lot of Muppets, 12, 16? Yeah, well, something like that, which were great. So, and Kaz made habitats for all of them, and they are now available on Instagram, for instance, and you can also watch them on Twitter. So if you're curious about that, you should check it out there. I need this. Big plate, big plate, big pants, big pants. So here we go. Putting on some more stickers. I'm on the obsessively building Lego diet, says Cass. And Ingrid Wynn says, I get that way when I'm painting. I won't remember to sleep, eat, or drink. I think most people can find something where they can get into a flow like that. I think Lego is definitely one of those things where where it's very easy to get into a flow, and when you start building something, you very quickly see the next step, and once you've done something and maybe want to do something else, maybe want to make a change, it's very visible once you've done the change or what you need to do to make that change. So it's a very tactile feedback, if you will, on when you are done and when you are not done and when you have done what and when such. That's a bit sorry, but there's a lot of great tactile feedback in making Lego. So it's very visible when you're doing something, changing something, and what you're getting from those changes is very visible very, very quickly, which is why I think Lego is makes it easy to get into that flow where you can just keep going and going and going, and you forget to eat and you forget to sleep and all that, which is, it seems, the way Ingrid Wynn feels about her painting, which is cool. So yeah, I would describe that. I think I would call that flow, that you're in sort of a groove where you're doing stuff and it works and you're feeling inspired and such. So I'll call that getting in a flow more than I would necessarily call it obsession. But that's just me. And it's maybe just, to avoid calling myself obsessive. Yeah. Well, what do you know? Now we're at that place again where I think I'm missing a brick. But obviously it's here because they usually are. It's probably just scooched somewhere out of sight, or maybe it's in the bag still. Not in the bag, no. So this one, of course, needs to be here, but I do still need a 2x2 tile. Hoosier Bricks, hello, 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 my friend. Exactly, Ingrid Wynn. Once the passion of getting an idea out, it's hard to stop. The thing is, those flow states can be self-induced with habits. I think, yeah, I think you're right there, Brick Pasta. Yeah, says Blockhead UK, flow makes it sound less crazy. Indeed. And Ingrid says, now my husband reminds me to stop. That's good. At least there's someone to help you stop. That's good. No, but I really mean it actually, that describing it as flow is something I would do, um, going very far. Um, um, as the obsession or being obsessive, to me at least, really entails some kind of psychological discomfort that you really, if you can't, so imagine being obsessive about Lego. You would feel psychologically, you would have psychological discomfort if you couldn't do Lego. And if that's not the case, I would describe it more as flow and less as obsession. Forgetting to eat and forgetting to do stuff because you're in flow, I think that's just an expression of flow, especially if you eventually eat and especially if you eventually sleep, and most people do. So flow versus maniacal building, says Brick Pasta. Yeah, maniacal building. That sounds villainous. Maniacal building. Maniacal building. That's good. Thank you, Brick Pasta. That's a great one. Maniacal building. Maybe if I ever am to change the channel name of my channel, the name of my channel, I should be Maniacal Builder. That might be good. Yeah, that might be good. Maniacal. Do you like that term, maniacal? It almost sounds like something you would love to eat. Maniacal. Is there any more maniacal left? Can I have some more maniacal, please? That would sound good. Yeah, so I'm going to add a sticker, which is why I'm going to be silent or more silent for just a second. We are getting to the bottom of the stickers as well. Usually a good sign of getting to the end is getting to the end of the sticker sheets. And in this one, there was a lot. There was 12 different stickers, but there was a lot of repeats of every single one. So yeah, it's not like it went fast in any way. And I need one more to put here on the end. And sorry for going quiet for just a second, but as I said, I need to add more sticker. It's right here. Yeah. Once the logo of Lego Trains was not this circle and arrow thing, it was actually DB, which, funnily enough, was the abbreviation for the German railroads, which was Deutsche Bahn, meaning German railroads. And even in Denmark, it was DB, which was funny. Now, interestingly, the Danish railway services is called DSB, the Danish States Railroads, or the Danske Statsbaner, which could, for all intents and purposes, be abbreviated to DB. So in Denmark, it was okay that it said DB, but eventually you would have to change. They would change to something a little more international, which was this logo here, and I like that actually. I think there has been some great logos in Lego over the years, and this one is one of them, where it's a great way of communicating what it is. I think the circle and arrows. I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. And here we go, putting on more bricks on the train. This is the last cut for this train. It's actually a little bigger than I thought. But I think that's true for many of the sets that I build. That often they are a little bigger than I think they are when I pull them out. Then again, when you see the box for this one, you would think it was much bigger, but no, it isn't. No, it isn't. I do feel that I'm getting a bit tired at this point, but I am also done very soon, so that's good. Do anyone have any plans for the weekend? Tomorrow, as I said earlier on, I'm going out in thrift stores to look for all kinds of things, Lego being one. And on Sunday, I might go out into the garden and do stuff out there. I do have some berry bushes that needs to be covered with, net, so the birds won't eat all my berries. They did last year, which was kind of a shame. But then again, some birds had their lunch, which is also good. Legalomaniac says, got to make more cheese. Any kind of any particular cheese you're gonna make? More cheddar, maybe, or anything else? Legalomaniac has decided to specialize in making cheeses, which is a good hobby, I think. It's a very tasty, tasty hobby. Cheese stream, anyone? So you want to make a cheese stream? Would that be a stream where you're just making cheese, or would we actually see the cheese? What do you call that? When it gets older, age. There we go. Would we actually just have an ongoing stream for days and days where we can watch the cheese age? Check in once in a while and see, oh, this is now 3 weeks old, or whatever it is. And Ingrid Wynn says she's going to babysit one of her grandbabies. Ooh, that sounds very cozy. Are you going to be building Lego? Oh, and Legalomaniac, will you be building Lego while making cheeses? Is there a crossover possibility there? Can you actually make cheese and build Lego at the same time, or is that just impossible? I have no experience in making cheese, so I don't know how it is. I would imagine that in my imagination, making the cheese, the making part, the part where you have to do something as a cook or as someone who is putting ingredients together to make cheese, is relatively quickly over and done with. And then there's a lot of mechanics that you have to do with letting it dry out and such. But that's just what I think. So building Lego, meanwhile, might be possible. Cheese aging stream, slowest slow TV ever, says Legalomaniac. Yeah, I have to agree. But it would be great, wouldn't it? And have an ongoing commentary on it, where you can sort of comment on it. And now the cheese is, such and such days old, which means such and such. That could be good. I'm not sure I would watch it from one end to another, but I could see people wanting to do that. That's for sure. So, cheese live stream. So since you were gone, my son and my daughter had babies. I have 2 grandsons, says Ingrid Wynn. That is lovely. Congratulations on your grandmother status. That's very, very nice. Congratulations. I imagine they are, of course, wonderful children, and you're going to have a great time with them when you babysit. That sounds wonderful. Congratulations, Ingrid. Congratulations. Legomaniac says, depends on the cheese. Some cheeses have more downtime in the production process than others. Is there any particular that would be good for a mixed, cheese and Lego live stream, Mr. Maniac? Is there any one cheese that would be good for that? Or are they all? You say there are differences in their downtime and such in production. So there must be one. There must be one that comes to mind when you are thinking of making a cheese stream, and if you are to build Lego simultaneously. Thanks, says Ingrid Wynn. Yeah, you are very welcome. Very, very welcome. So these were almost 2 last stickers, which means we're getting very close to the end. There are a few stickers on some of the very last parts of this near the wheels. So now, adding in these windows, and here we go. It's a mad dash for the finish line. See if we can get in under 2.5 hours. This stream has been going for 2 hours and almost 5 minutes. So if we can get in under 2.5 hours, I'm satisfied. We should be able to do that. Maybe even 2 minutes, 2 hours 15. That's a goal at this point. Maybe cheddar, actually. There is a lot of waiting during the final cheddaring process. Yeah, cheddaring. I can imagine. It's a great cheese, by the way. I do love cheddar cheese myself. There are different kinds of cheddars. I have tasted some very light cheddars where I think traditionally people would probably sort of envision that very orange cheddar if you ask them how to ask them to describe a cheddar. But there are actually cheddars that are very, very white, and I've tasted some of those, and those taste great. So yeah, that would be. I think it would be interesting to have such a live stream, Lego Maniac. So consider that for your next 24-hour stream. Maybe half a cheese and half a Lego set, and then do two 24-hour live streams. So you can do a complete cheese at the end. So do them, sufficiently apart in time. So you do one live stream at day 1, and then do a live stream at day 40. So you can actually have a cheese ready for the second live stream, which is the cheese you've made in the first live stream. That would be interesting, I think. Time flies when you talk, read, and build at the same time. Yeah, I can imagine, Sabadag. Sabadag, what are you building? Are you building sets? Are you building a mock? I saw your Sabadag made a wonderful pizza shop recently, and he posted that on Instagram. I really like the color scheme he used for that. The red, white, and green looked great. Great work on that one, Sabadag. Are you still working on that, or is it something new you're working on? Is it a mock, or is it something else you're working on right now? Maybe a set. Orange is usually red Leicester, not cheddar. Oh, interesting. The ones I buy in Danish grocery shops are usually orange and called, well, I think, okay, it's a degree of orange. Maybe not orange 100%, but I think you're right. The red Leicester is, of course, more orange than what I'm thinking of. Of course. I withdraw my previous statement, as I have been corrected. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Last bag. Here we go. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. Oops. Enthusiasm. Yay. And there's a couple of these as well. There we go. And this right here. I just started a couple of days ago with a KFC modular building. I believe that's Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's cool. So that's red, white, and light bluish gray. Is it a townhouse like the pizza store you've made, or is it more akin to the sort of Americanized restaurant version? I think there's one KFC in the city where I live, and I'm not sure it's too popular, but I wouldn't know. I rarely go to that part of the city, so I've rarely seen it open, and I've never ever actually seen anybody in there. But that's because when I go there, it's usually something I drive by, so I'm not stopping to check it out as such. But yeah, taste testing stream. Good idea. Just me eating cheese the entire time. That would be great, Mr. Maniac. You eating cheese for 24 hours. You're going to be very full at the end, I'm sure. But it would be interesting to see. Give us a percentage here, Mr. Maniac. What is the likelihood of you actually doing such a stream? 20%, 30%, 80%? Where are we at? And how can we make that percentage higher? How can we make it more plausible that that will happen? Let us know, Mr. Maniac. Let us know, because we would love to see that. Americanized, so it fits with my Subway and McDonald's. Oh yes, Sabadak, that's true. I'd forgotten all about that. Sorry, but yeah. So Sabadak is making an Americanized restaurant version of a KFC, which makes a lot of sense. He has made other restaurants that matches that, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, great. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. Be sure to post pictures somewhere, Mr. Sabadak, about that on Twitter. Sorry, not on Twitter, but on Instagram. Maybe that would be cool. That would be cool to see. Very close to getting done now. I don't think there's more than 30 bricks left at this point. So we're gonna get done very soonish, and then we can all get to bed, which is gonna be great. Yeah, sleepy time is a good time. Fairly low percentage, maybe as a reward for donation goal during another LEGO charity live stream at some point. Donate enough and the cheese stream happens. Yeah, if we can make that deal, Legalomaniac, I think we can. Yeah, let's say that, Mr. Maniac. Next time you do a stream where there is, or you're a part of a stream where there is some kind of donation goals, your pledge is to have a cheese eating live stream. I think we can agree to that. I hereby declare this to be an agreement. Yes. I will not agree to that for myself, though, because I'm not sure I could sit around eating cheese for that long. Anyway, I do like cheese, so maybe it's worth a shot. Maybe as a challenge, who can eat the most cheese in 24 hours? That would just be horrendous at some point. Eating the most cheese in 24 hours. You would get very, very full. Very, very full. And I think maybe at the end you would get tired of cheese. And that's not something you want, is it? You want to keep loving cheese. Legalomaniac makes a smiley face that's laughing hard. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, this is the last sticker I'm going to add. That's too cool. Really, it is. Because that means we're getting very near the end. Oh, oops. Oops. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I turned it upside down. Not something you should do. Not something you should do. Yeah, that's the last time I'll be using the soapy water trick today, because I'm not applying any more stickers. That's why. Maybe there's actually, I don't know if this is an extra, but it is there. So we might have to add one more at some point. But for now, this is what it is. No. There we go. Oops. And now just the wheel bases, and we are all but done. That's good. It's been very cool to be back. I really enjoyed streaming again, and I'm definitely going to do it more in the future. I have already received some suggestions from you who were here during this live stream to invite some guests, and I'm definitely going to try to do that. Using Restream has given me new opportunities, new possibilities for actually inviting guests. So that would be cool. I think, yeah, definitely going to do that, and we'll see. I don't know, as I've also said before, if there'll be a set schedule when I will do streams, but they will definitely come back up because I've got sets to build. And my thought is, why not live stream it if you can? And when you enjoy that, I mean, it makes sense to me. So yeah, we'll definitely be making more live streams in the future. Please let me know if there's any suggestions or adjustments that you think I should make. I would be happy to consider all your suggestions because I usually get some very good ones. And yeah, bloops. I think maybe I have done something wrong here because, yeah, I need to take this one off again because there needs to be these here and here. There we go. And then one more of these here. And just about done. Need to put these wheels together, and then we are about there. And then I'd just like to say thank you to all of you who showed up. It was great to see you all. Great to be back. Great to hear from everyone again. Good to see that all the old gang is still out there and still kicking. It's great. It's really great. And I hope to see you all on another live stream someday out in the future. That would be fun. And yeah, so here we are. This is the last piece that I put together for this. There we go. And of course, the roof too. And there, that is the 6197 train complete. And yeah, I need to check these pages here if there's anything. Nope, that is those pages complete. Those train is now complete. And yeah, so people, thank you for watching. It has been a real pleasure to see you all. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all next time I'm doing a live stream. Remember, there will be a video on Monday with an update on my Lego train station, my mock. So please have a wonderful weekend, and yeah, have a great one. See you around. Bye.